A master plan only contains schematic data, so it decides which buildings go into which specific spaces, giving an idea of the building's shape and appearance without defining the exact design. However, it provides specific measurements like height and width. For example, if we take a hospital building, the data specifies exactly how tall that building needs to be. So, as a visualization team, our job during a master plan project is to take this regulatory data and visualize it through impactful visual storytelling. Uh, when starting a master plan visualization, the very first thing we do is collect the requirement data. Uh, at this stage, based on the client's needs, we decide whether to break the project down into phases or not. For example, if a client needs to visualize a specific area, in the first phase, we visualize the entire master plan, and in the second phase, we visualize that specific area. The phases change depending on the areas the client requires. After this, we develop the narrative. Based on the client's choice, we decide whether to execute this project as fully 3D, fully AI, or a hybrid version. However, we highly recommend the hybrid version as the best solution as it takes less time and we do have our own workflow. Then, with the storyboard and the purpose project narrative locked in, we collect the specific requirement data needed to make it happen. Every single piece is chosen to serve that exact purpose. Next, we move into production and deliver the clay version. This is purely about the structure and layout, aligning it with GIS data. We send this over, get the feedback from the project team, and use that review to develop the first draft. Once the first draft is created, we gather and go through reviews again, fix any elements, add or remove any elements, and polish the details to develop the second draft. This version is much more in-depth, showing real textures and context. Once that second draft is fully approved and proceeded, we then focus closely on human mobility, movement, and how transport flows through the space, making sure the surrounding environment is perfectly captured. At this stage, it's all about the enhancement. At this stage, we review the project one more time against its original purpose. We check if the right details are actually reaching the community. If everything aligns perfectly, only then do we take the project further into final development. Thank you.